everybody, I am back with another video, and before I get started with this review here, I want to say thanks for stopping by. And if this is your first time here, if you haven't done so already, make sure you do the right thing and hit the subscribe button below. And if you enjoyed the video, then give your girl a thumbs up. Alright, so let's get it. I have here this box. It has a Jumpman on the top lid in red, and there's a drop shadow in yellow. And then right here in the front it says 23 in Chinese characters with a Jumpman. There's like really festive patterns going on here, so let's take a look inside. Is the Air Jordan 5 Low in the CNY colorway, also known as the Chinese New Year colorway, and these dropped in anticipation of Lunar New Year, which is February 12th, 13th, and 14th this year. So this is one of many different shoes that will be dropping in celebration of the holiday. So there's going to be some Jordan 1 lows, some dunks, some blazers, so lots of drops going on for Chinese New Year, or Lunar New Year more appropriately. So let's go to some details. The entire upper of the shoe is in a sail color, or at least the first layer of it. So what's really cool about these CNY 5s is that the first layer is in sail, but the more you wear them, or the more that they're distressed, or you could just rip them off, is that it'll expose this really festive mosaic Chinese pattern beneath it. So it looks really cool, so you can wear it or rock it however you like. Throughout the shoe, you see accents of a really bright red color, which is called chili red. So for the eye stays, as well as the shark tooth for the midsole, and then for the inside of the shoe as well. On the lateral and the medial side, you see that classic Jordan 5's netting that's made out of rubber, and the same material is used for the bottom half of the tongue as well. For this black part of the tongue, this is a 3M material, and the Jumpman is embroidered on in red. For the inside of the shoe, you have a really bright red sock liner, and the insole is the same color with a Jumpman imprinted in black. On the opposite side of the tongue, you have this really cool yellow banner, and it says Air Jordan in green. On the heel of the shoe, there's an embroidered banner, and it's really colorful, and it has a Jumpman and the number 23 in Chinese characters. And it looks just like this box here as well. So let's take a look at the right shoe. Here we have the right shoe, and hanging out on the right shoe are the extra set of laces. So these are flat laces in that bright red color. So if you want to switch it up and swap them out from the sail color, you can. I personally like the sail color because it's not too flashy, especially if you want to do the more exposed look, so exposing all of the bottom pattern. I think the sail color may look a lot better, but you do what you want with your shoes. For the midsole, this is in a sail color, and both the lateral and the medial side have windows to expose the air bubble unit. And then for the shark's teeth here, it's in that red color with a yellow drop shadow on the lateral side. But it's really interesting because on the medial side, there's this little triangle here, and it's color blocked with the red and the drop shadow in yellow. And I don't think any of my 5s have this as a color blocking. It's usually just one color, so really interesting there. For the outsole of these shoes, it's in a sail color, and it looks very similar to all my other Jordan 5s with the translucent outsole and the debossed Jumpman text, as well as the Jumpman logo in red. However, what's really dope is that these glow in the dark. Another cool feature on this colorway is the box. So it has really festive patterns, very similar to what the material would look like underneath the sail color, so I like it a lot. So it's really interesting because every year Nike and Jordan brand releases shoes in a Chinese New Year colorway, and oftentimes they just throw in some red and some gold, and they call it Chinese New Year. And I always took issue with it because if there's nothing on the shoe that highlights the Chinese culture or the people, then why not just call it Lunar New Year so that it's more inclusive, right? Because the holiday is celebrated by more than just Chinese folks. So Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese, Mian folks, they all celebrate Lunar New Year. So it would make more sense, right? Whereas this shoe here, it definitely does focus on that culture. So the festive mosaic tiles, the banners, the Chinese characters, it makes sense to call this CNY or Chinese New Year. So I like these a lot. I think it's really pretty. So if you ever get your hands on these or you're feeding them, make sure you go true to size. And thanks for tuning in.